right, I'm with Howard Berger.
Again.
Happy Igloo this time.
It's cold in here.
It is cold. It's well, this is where the Penguins live. So what do you think, Howard? What do you think of the series so far? What are your impressions?
Penguins outplayed them again in that series, but it's only a one-goal lead. You never know what can happen here. The Flyers seem to be a step behind again, though.
Yeah, I agree.
They got great speed, they got great talent, and a lot of skill. And again, the Flyers just a step behind. They're having to take some penalties. But it's only a one-goal deficit. We get an early goal in the second period. They just bring it back. Our team seems to be like it's getting better. I don't think the fact that the Flyers come back is still a possibility, but objectively, a Pittsburgh-Detroit Stanley Cup would have as much natural skill and ability as any in recent memory.
Yeah, it's hard to argue that. That's for sure. I mean, that would be a hell of a series to watch. I don't think we can lose either way. Next round, I think we got a great Stanley Cup final.
No doubt about it. And a great atmosphere in here. We were sitting right in the beautiful spot here.
We have our own little, well, actually, we got a fan actually wants a question with you, Howard. Here.
Question with me. Go ahead.
Question. Flamester in Calgary is asking Howard, was it a goal?
I don't think so, because the puck, unlike football where you got to just cross the plane, here the puck has to go all the way across. And I think the call on the ice is no goal, so it would have to be conclusive. What I don't understand why it takes 15 minutes. But yet, we're watching it up here, and we can make that call in 30 seconds.
Yeah.
The whole purpose of the NHL War Room in Toronto is to get the call right, but they must have, if there's 8 people back there, they must have 6 opinions.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Take 10 minutes. I don't understand it because it looks to me fairly straightforward.
I agree.
You have to delay the game and the momentum. That's the one thing I don't like about the War Room situation. I understand the logic behind it. They've got to make quicker calls.
Yeah.
I think.
No, I agree with you.
It wasn't a goal. I don't.
No, I don't. And it's one. It reminded me of the Drury goal from last year with Lundqvist, where it probably could have gone over the plane, but you couldn't overturn it. If they had called it a goal on the ice, it probably would have stayed a goal, right?
Where we're sitting right now, this area is actually for parties and private.
Yeah, we'll do a little bit of a scan here. This is the so attractive press court. Yeah.
And so they reserved this for this round of the playoffs and the Stanley Cup Final if they have to get into it. That is the best spot. It's like the Royal Box.
No, we are. It's like
the Flyers bench.
Really a classy thing for the Penguins. Right, the Flyers bench right there. Classy thing for the Penguins to do.
Yeah,
you know? They really took care of it nicely.
I'll say one thing. I'm not just trying to brown nose here, but I'm talking to Jamie Moran, who is one of the NHL public relations people downstairs. You cannot deal with better, in my opinion, better PR staff.
Oh, yeah.
People in these two teams, the Penguins and the Flyers, from my standpoint.
I'm with you on that.
They have different opinions. These people here in Pittsburgh go out of the way to make you feel welcome. And it's a great rink. It's the oldest rink in the league, but it's got a certain charm to it.
It really does.
The balconies down there, those are something you just don't see in
you don't see them anymore. I know, you don't see that.
The upper balconies, the ones on top,
right.
Those are called the Lemieux balconies. They weren't in here. The first time I was in this rink, they only had the lower balconies in 1976. And they crammed in those upper balconies for the Lemieux Yager era in the early 90s.
Right, to get obviously they had more demand.
That's right, when they won the 2 Stanley Cups. So it's just a great atmosphere in here. And, the roof with this
it's great.
Concave type design, or inverted concave design, it's really special.
It really is.
So they're going to build another rink across the road from here, ultimately the next 2 or 3 years. That's the plan. And I'll miss this place personally.
Yeah, me too. There's not too many of these arenas left anymore, you know. This is a good one. Well, Howard, thanks. It's good to get a Canadian's opinion.
Yeah, anytime.
It's good to have a Canadian.
All right.
All right, talk to you soon. Thanks.